Stay. Chapter 14. Stormy Waters. I wish I could say I was so angry, so sad that that woman and baby got turned away again in the cold and freezing rain that I couldn't eat a bite of supper. But I did. Before I even knew it, I'd eaten every speck of spaghetti off my plate. The garlic bread was delectable. See, Mrs. Monroe? I'm still keeping up with my vocabulary even though I haven't been in school in months. I can't believe how much I miss school, especially learning new words. Mrs. Monroe always told us that words have power, something most kids don't have much of. I want to learn as many words as I can. Now I'm lying, or is it laying, here on my skinny cot, half listening to Mama read Where the Wild Things Are to Dylan. That was the book in his special bag Mrs. Becky gave him when we first got here. I don't know how Mama's managed it, but she is stretched out next to him reading all about Max and his adventures. Dylan listens with his eyes half closed, his thumb in his mouth. Something he's been doing lately. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind or another. Pellets of ice tick against the high window. I think again about that woman saying she'd have to give up her little dog if she came to a shelter. Where are they now? How are they keeping warm? Does anybody care? We may not have much in this tiny room with 2 cots and 1 small window on the world. And of course, Daddy's not with us. But at least we're warm and dry and safe and together, kind of. That's all the woman wants too. Mama's voice stops. I look over. Both she and Dylan are fast asleep, the book resting on Mama's chest. I slide my backpack from under the cot. I unzip it as quietly as I can. When we had to leave Cypress Point, Mama said all we could take were our favorite clothes. Those went in one of the big suitcases, and a few things that mean the most and could fit in our backpacks. Dylan, of course, filled his little backpack with plastic superheroes and his favorite plush pocket pet. She said once we got settled somewhere new, we'd get everything we needed and more. So far, that hasn't happened. I feel my way to the bottom of my pack, past my shell identification card, my dog-eared copy of My Side of the Mountain, a Band-Aid box with saved up allowance money, $22.60, an envelope with photos of my Grandma Bess before she died, and my best friends, and past my little stuffed dog Beans, until my fingers touch a rolled up piece of cloth. Gently, I slide it out. My Firefly Girls sash. I unroll the sash. The electric blue background and yellow and white dots look like the Milky Way. I touch each of the pins and badges. Animal lives, drawing, independence, cooking, first aid, reading, and my favorite, gourmet brownie, CEO. Mama says selling brownies is my superpower. I remember how proud I felt every time I earned a new badge or pin. Daddy gave me $3 whenever I earned one, and Grandma Bess gave me $1. The money was nice, but mostly I just loved that feeling of being good at something. Sometimes our family was a little bit like a roller coaster, what with the jobs that came and went and Dylan's asthma and taking care of Grandma Bess before she passed, and always worrying about money. But these badges, they were mine. They showed what I could do, at least before Daddy and Mama lost their jobs and we found ourselves without a home. Dylan coughs. Mama murmurs something in her sleep. Carefully, I roll up the sash and slide it back into my pack. I climb into bed and burrow under the covers. I blink back tears, remembering my goal of earning 2 more badges by the end of the year. It seemed so possible then. Now it doesn't. Then I remember. The flyer stapled to a pole announced a Firefly Girls meeting. What troop was it? Did it say when they would meet and where? Hope flickers in my heart like a firefly on a summer night. But now look where I am, who I am. How can I ever be part of a Firefly troop when I live in a homeless shelter?